All right, we're live, man. You ready, man?
Let's do this.
We're live right now. This is going to be a Cena and Brock Lesnar discussion for this Sunday's SummerSlam. It should be interesting because we're actually going to disagree in this video. Isn't that right, man?
That's right, man.
You know, I got my boy right here, Brock Lesnar. Here comes the pain.
Calm down.
Yeah, I'll try to, man. I'll try to. A little excited. Oh, man. So, let's just jump right into this, man. I mean, like, as we were discussing yesterday on the phone, I told you that the reason why I want Lesnar to win is because I love his personality. I know he's going to win that belt and leave with a title, like CM Punk did a couple years ago. And I know that you had a problem with that. So why don't you start off with that, man?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say that, man. I'm going to say that, you know, everybody as fans get pissed off when a person just ups and quits. Yeah, you may think it's a good idea, but when you look at the scheme of things, it might not be, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, so CM Punk is that he didn't stay gone when he first quit. Like, he was back like a week later. And if this whole thing with Cena and Lesnar is that you have Cena is always going to be there. Even when he's injured, he comes back within 2 months. With Brock Lesnar, he doesn't care about obligations. He doesn't care about being a fighting champion. He doesn't care about any of that. I mean, he just left conquering the streak. He comes back 3 months later to face Cena at SummerSlam this Sunday, which is going to be a huge match. And you know that he's not going to stay a fighting champion. What do you think, man?
I don't agree with that, man.
You don't agree with that, man? Let it out, man.
All right, give me a few seconds here.
Okay, brother. This is why it's Raw and Uncut, man. We're live.
There you go. Cigarette problems.
I thought you quit, though. Or you're going to quit.
I'm trying to quit.
Oh, yeah. It's not easy to do.
Keyword trying.
You don't quit like Brock Lesnar.
Nah, see? There you go. I'm not a quitter, man.
This is really interesting.
I just think it's a bad idea, man. All right, like say Brock Lesnar wins, man. Who would be the right opponent, truthfully? Who would be the right opponent to be? What's the next pay-per-view after this?
Night of Champions.
Night of Champions. Who would you see going against him?
Right now, all I can think is either Roman Reigns or Batista comes back. But I heard a rumor that it's supposed to be The Rock, which is probably just a rumor, but you never know.
So you really think he'd show up for Night of Champions?
I don't think he will, man. That's the beauty of it. This whole feud has been built up about what's going to happen. Like, you have no idea what's going to happen this Sunday. They could even throw a curveball, like you said, and surprise the hell out of us. But I think what's going to happen is Lesnar's going to win the belt, and he's going to leave. And who knows if he's ever going to show up again, like you said.
All right, here's what I say on that. I've got like a whole bunch of different thought processes with this one, man.
All right, brother.
All right, I'm going to go with this. Everybody, truthfully, is expecting for sure Brock Lesnar's going to win, correct?
Yeah, that's the major opinion right now.
The curveball would be Cena winning. You want to throw impact on that and make it epic is, like Cena said last Monday, you're going to see a side of him that he ain't proud of. What better way, and I know this is wishful thinking, but this is my way of what I think should happen, man. Brock Lesnar, Brock Lesnar and Cena going at it. I think it's going to be at least 25 minutes for that match to be over.
At least because their first match was over half an hour long. I don't know if you saw the first match or not.
Yeah.
They wrestled for 40 minutes, the first match.
Well, I think that's the time that it's going to be given on this one, man. And what I think's going to happen, what I think should happen, is Brock Lesnar getting the best of Cena. Yeah, Cena put hurting on him at the same time, but the curveball is Paul Heyman help Cena.
Oh, have Cena join with become a Paul Heyman guy.
And like you said, I mean, technically you can say, oh, then that would be a heel turn. Technically, it really doesn't even have to be, because I don't even know if Cesaro, when he was with Paul Heyman, was he really a heel or was he just an in-between guy? I think he was an in-between guy.
What do they call those guys that are kind of in-between? I think it's called a tweener or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't even consider Paul Heyman really a heel. I mean, really.
See, that's why that fits perfectly. How I would do it, man, is have Cena win. Cena basically kiss Paul Heyman's ass. You know, him form up with him, which is, if you really pay attention to the promos, it seems like Paul Heyman's got a little weak spot for Cena.
Yeah, he's not really aggressive on the mic like he was with Taker.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, you know, Paul Heyman came out there and pretty much said, you know, what's going to happen and all this other shit. But when it came to Cena saying it, what was it, a couple nights ago, a couple of Raws ago, I believe, when Cena was speaking, it seemed like Paul Heyman, it got into Paul Heyman's head, dude. Like, you notice he didn't never make a comment back or anything like that. So I think that could very well possibly be the case, that maybe that's the new Paul Heyman guy, man.
That could be, man, and that would be a huge surprise because right now, going into this feud, and then even like looking at the build-up to this feud, like Heyman was kind of held back on the mic this time around. When he was facing Taker at WrestleMania this year, Heyman was out there cutting pipe bombs left and right about Taker and CM Punk and Brock Lesnar being a beast. It really hasn't happened in this feud so far, so that could happen. I could see it happening.
All right, you think of the promo that Cena cut, I believe, last Raw, where he said it's not going to be, you know, it's not going to be the sweat bands and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So that sounds a little bit more heelish, you know what I'm saying? That he's not coming in there as the character. He's not coming in there as that character of, you know, babyface Cena.
Yeah. What I'm hoping for, man, is that when Lesnar came back and they first had that match with Cena, that match was amazing. It was a brutal, bloody match. I'm hoping for this one to even up the game even more. Like, I want to see, like, I don't know what you would even call it. Maybe like a legit fight in the ring. That's something that's going to happen, man. Because
I mean, it's definitely going to be more of a street fight than an actual wrestling match.
Yeah, it's not going to be like straight up brawl. I mean, like, I read a report that actually Lesnar and Cena don't actually even like each other behind the scenes. They actually really don't get along in real life. That's what makes this feud so great. There's real life animosity. Cena's coming out there. He's saying that he doesn't like Lesnar becoming champion because he's part-time. He doesn't belong there, you know. And you have Lesnar who doesn't give a fuck about all that. Doesn't care about fans' opinions. You know, I mean, you don't care about that, you know. He doesn't care about his fans. That's what makes it interesting, man. You know. So I'm wondering, like, I don't know. It's hard to predict this SummerSlam match. That's why I love it so much, man.
I hear you on that. And see, you made a key point just then.
What's that, man?
Of what you just said about Cena griping about the part-time. It's funny how all these people bash Cena, and he's actually saying the same thing that everybody that makes these videos say.
Even though I disagree with Cena, man, I can't really argue that because everyone says that. But when Cena says it, everyone gets mad at him. But, you know, people say it all the time on the internet. Oh, I hate these part-timers. You remember when Rock was champion, when he beat CM Punk? There was so much on the internet, man. You cannot find one single post on Facebook praising The Rock after he beat CM Punk. You know what I'm saying?
All right, this is the thing that I said I was going to say that I was going to keep for this video.
Oh, no.
All right, here you go. This is outside of after the match is over.
Okay.
All right. Say Cena wins. Say Cena decides to be a Paul Heyman guy. What the hell is that?
Oh, my computer. I was plugging in my charger. Sorry about that.
But what better way for Cena to be the champion with the Paul Heyman guy, which makes it, to a certain degree, him turning sort of heel. He don't have to go full-fledged heel, but what's the perfect thing of that? The person that he always promised that he had that title. He said it over 3 times now, and that's why I always say, you know, watch the ending of the story. You know what I'm saying? Who did he promise that belt to if he still had it? Daniel Bryan, dude.
Yeah.
That fits. Daniel Bryan versus Cena, man. With Paul Heyman by Cena's side.
I actually would love. Actually, that's hard to argue with because I actually would love to see that. See, this is my problem. I want to see Lesnar as champion, but I know he's not going to be a fighting champion. But yet, I still want to see that. You see,
that's what I'm saying. You're praying to God that he's actually going to be active. Are we going to be missing him for 3 months, a year? Is he going to straight up do a CM Punk or even a Brock Lesnar? He's known for quitting more than CM Punk has.
Well, he quit after he beat Triple H a couple years ago. Remember, his first match at SummerSlam was against Triple H. He beat Triple H, and he left the next night, if you remember correctly. So, I mean, but as this feud as a whole, like, were you impressed with the build-up for this feud?
It's actually, like I said, I think this was meant to be like what The Rock and Cena was supposed to be. It seems like a lot of the conversation has been based off of the once-in-a-lifetime thing. Like, I mean, you even heard Brock Lesnar say if he would have been, full-time, that Cena wouldn't have been his face on the Fruity Pebbles. He would have been at home eating Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I think it's a better. Honestly, I think it's a better build-up than The Rock versus Cena.
It seems more intense. That's what I like about it.
It's got more meaning and got more feeling to it, man.
In a way, it kind of felt rushed because they really didn't have much time for SummerSlam. But this feud, like, it doesn't feel. This is what I love about it, man. Is that this is what Cena, like you said, this is what Cena Rock should have been. It feels like more like a real feud because you could just feel the animosity between those two. You know, Lesnar cannot stand Cena. You know, Cena can't stand Lesnar. And this is why this Sunday it's really important that this match delivers because there's a lot riding into this, man. And let's say you're right. Let's say Cena retains. Who does he face then? Because then it's going to be the same old shit. Like he could face Seth Rollins, I guess. He could face
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan, yeah, that would be a good one.
And all right, if I want to look in the near future, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to say Cena wins because of Paul Heyman helping him. All right, like say that Brock Lesnar's getting the best of Cena, man. And Paul Heyman's like comes out there and is like, calm down, Brock, calm down. Well, he gets him to his feet, and then that's when Cena hits the AA on him. So in reality, even ending SummerSlam, you still might not know that Cena's a Paul Heyman guy, which you would find out later on, obviously on Raw, that he is the Paul Heyman guy.
And you know what? I'm thinking right now because there was a time when Lesnar was first with Heyman the first time around, where when Paul Heyman turned on Lesnar, you could kind of see it coming. I think he was facing the Big Show at Survivor Series 2002, and that's when Heyman turned on Lesnar.
It's going to happen, dude. All right.
It kind of has that same feel to it, yeah.
All right, and to answer your question from there, you go Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan gets the belt from Cena. All right, then you say, what about Seth Rollins? Well, Seth Rollins cashes it in on Daniel Bryan, and then there's the rematch between them two.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. Can you imagine Seth and Daniel Bryan going at it, man?
Talk about some amazing matches. That's what you get out of those two, man.
That's how it should go. Let's face it. Who is the most believable person to beat Brock Lesnar, dude? There ain't really many of them.
And you know what? See, this is the hard thing for me, man, because like I told you last night on the phone, like, I want him to walk out with the belt and say fuck you to the company. But then, either way, it's going to end up doing the same thing because, he comes back. And who's he going to lose to? Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns ain't ready yet. They could have a Cena rematch, I guess, at Survivor Series, but I don't think they're going to do that. What I think is going to happen, man, is I want to ask your opinion about this because there's a strong rumor right now Rock becoming champion again to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. What do you think about that?
I mean, I've said that before it was even known that was going to happen, man. I said that that's exactly what would happen. On Roman Reigns' side, I think he will make it epic, but honestly, I don't think The Rock's has no potential anymore, man. I think no matter who you put up against The Rock, man, it's not going to be a good show. I don't care who you put in there. It's pretty much going to be like what Taker is now, challenging people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think that would be, like I said. How do you top last WrestleMania, man? Is it going to be the main event, Rock versus Roman Reigns? That doesn't even seem like I'd even want to watch that, to be honest.
Honestly, I had a surprise for you about what's about this match. What if this happens? I'm not saying it will because it probably won't happen, but what if Sting debuts, takes out both Cena and Lesnar, and Seth Rollins cashes in the Money in the Bank at the end of SummerSlam? What do you think about that?
I think that's semi-good. But my personal opinion on that is Sting's going to be at SummerSlam. That's my prediction. You heard it first here, ladies and gentlemen.
So I have this feeling that he's going to be there. I don't know why, but something that's telling
All
me.
right, here you go, dude. Once again, we got Jericho versus Bray Wyatt, with the rest of the Wyatt family banned from ringside, with no help. Who would help him? Sting, man.
Who would help Sting?
No, Bray Wyatt would help Sting
Oh, yeah.
because Bray Wyatt doesn't have his boys there. They're banned from ringside. So is it going to be one-on-one Bray Wyatt? Is it going to be one-on-one Bray Wyatt versus Jericho? I don't think so. I think Sting's going to come out.
You know what? I have him do too. I have him come out to help Bray Wyatt and have Bray Wyatt and Sting come out to attack Cena and Lesnar. Seth Rollins cashes in his Money in the Bank. No one even called that at all. No one's predicting that Seth Rollins cashing in his Money in the Bank.
Honestly, I think as sad as it sounds, man, I think he's going to go the Ziggler route. It's going to be pretty much the very end of his year. He'll cash it in, and honestly, that's almost the curse nowadays, man, to win the Money in the Bank because you don't keep the belt for long.
I mean, I think only one person was it Edge, the first one that won the Money in the Bank. Yeah, that was Edge, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The only one that actually had a decent title reign, I think, out of the whole RVD2 in 2006, but that's about it, really.
So I don't know, man.
I mean, see, that's the good thing about this match is there's so many possibilities, but I'm kind of nervous, man. I got to be honest. Like, I was thinking about this last night. I don't know if you watched that special. They had a Lesnar Cena special on the network.
Yeah.
The way they're building this up, they're talking about Cena's legacy. What I'm afraid of is, this is part of what we're talking disagree, is that I'm afraid they're just going to have Cena win in typical Cena fashion to add to his legacy. Like, he beat the Conqueror of the Street. Cena reigns supreme over Lesnar. That's what I'm afraid of on the very bad end of things. But hopefully they won't go that route. That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, see, you're afraid of that, but it's funny that it's because it's Cena, dude. It's Cena. Anytime a part-time beats somebody, whether they're part-time themselves with this whole Undertaker, Brock Lesnar thing, they're both part-time. So why do you bitch about a part-time person beating Taker when he's more part-time than anybody, including The Rock, believe it or not?
No one's ever mentioned that, and I've been looking for answers for that. Even I never really bashed Taker for that. So I guess because Taker has that aura about him, like, you just can't help but like him. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. What do you think?
That saying goes, you're not as good as you once was, man, and he definitely isn't.
But
I personally, like I told you before WrestleMania 30, dude, I told you the best route they should have went was Bray Wyatt beat the streak.
And that could have been like a Chris Jericho thing where he beat The Rock and also in the same night,
Right. And then that feud right there could have been even more with the Chris Jericho Bray Wyatt because they would have been talking about their accomplishments. It would have been more of an understandable feud there.
So that's the thing because now, like, Lesnar's contract, even if he does, let's say he does stay, for argument's sake. Let's say he stays after winning the belt. He's a fighting champion. His contract still expires next March before WrestleMania. And I doubt he's staying. I mean, like you said, he wants to go back to MMA, right?
Yep.
So it's like, well, you're not getting a long-term benefit for the streak. So I'm afraid that they might give that legacy to Cena. That's what I'm afraid of, man. I don't want to see that, man.
All right, question this right here. You're saying that Brock Lesnar's going to leave anyway. Who's to say Brock Lesnar beats Cena, retires, or whatever he does, quit whatever he does, and that title's vacated once again, and Cena gets it again, then what would the point be?
That's probably what's going to happen if he does leave. Because they got like a title tournament, whoever else. Or, just throwing us out of third base here, CM Punk comes back and becomes champion.
I don't see that.
You don't see that?
No.
But in a way, man, you got to think this is kind of interesting because, like, even though we're throwing all these ideas here, they can still hit us with a curveball and surprise the hell out of us. Who's to say that maybe Sting's the number one contender for the belt, and Sting beats Lesnar and becomes champion?
I hope not.
You don't want to see that, man?
Hell no, I don't want to see that. I mean, he's going to be a part-time guy himself, man.
Oh, Sting, yeah. I don't see him working full-time. I don't. He might, but I doubt it at his age.
I personally think, I know the rumor is, come next WrestleMania, it's Taker versus Sting. I personally think it should be Sting versus Bray Wyatt.
That'll be a better match, at least in ring wise.
Yeah.
But I think that they really set on Sting and Taker. That's been the huge dream match.
I don't think two crippled ass dudes. I don't think it's gonna be interesting to watch, man.
I know you're not a big fan of Taker nowadays, man. I mean, in ring wise.
Yeah.
Don't hold it back, man. Speaking of Taker, man, what does it say? Taker comes back and interferes with Cena and Lesnar tonight, man. This Sunday. What do you think? That could happen too.
Then that's very possible. Night of Champions could be Taker versus Lesnar once again.
I don't want to see that. I don't.
There you go. But I mean, let's face it, dude. Sooner or later, the person that never beats that person always gets that one more chance at ending it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you had how many times did Stone Cold beat The Rock, and finally The Rock beat him? You know what I'm saying? And as far as I remember, Undertaker has never beat Brock Lesnar.
Never, not ever in a singles match. I've watched the network, all their matches. That's one thing I love about it, the beauty of it. Taker's never beaten Lesnar at all, ever, in a match.
So that just makes sense. Sooner or later, Taker's going to beat Lesnar. If Lesnar hangs around, I just think he's what you see on TV, man. I mean, I like him, man. Don't get me wrong. Don't think that I
don't care, man.
Don't think that I hate Brock Lesnar or anything. He's actually one of my favorites, but I mean, admit that he's a total dick, man.
He's an asshole, man. He don't give a fuck.
He's really not what I would call scripted on TV, man. I think he's a complete asshole, man.
I think he has Vince by the balls, man. Because come on, he came back and gets a title shot right away, man. Think about that, man. Who else gets that? Everyone has to earn the title shots. He gets handed a title shot at SummerSlam after. Well, of course, he ended the streak, but still. You see what I'm saying, man?
That's what I'm saying. When you look at the aspect of things of Lesnar winning, who the hell beats Lesnar for the title, man? You can't name nobody for it to be, oh, I want to see that pay-per-view. There's really not many.
How about Bray Wyatt and Lesnar? What do you think?
Yeah, but I mean, how rushed would that be? That would be basically a month's feud right there. If that.
How would you make it make sense? That's the problem. You have to make it make sense, too. You just can't say, Lesnar and Wyatt with no feud behind it,
I mean, I guess the only way to say it is, I don't know, man. I guess.
I know you're trying to think of something, man, but it's kind of hard.
I guess to slay the beast, man, somebody needs to slay him. I still think it's going to be Cena. I think that's where he's hinting at. Like I said, if you watch Paul Heyman's, when he talks about it, man, he seems a little bit more on Cena's side of things.
And that's what I'm scared of, man. I'm scared of this guy right here joining up with Cena, man. That's probably what's going to happen. Or he just wins by himself and just carries on like usual.
I don't see that, man. I don't really see that. I see Paul Heyman costing Lesnar the loss. It may, like I said, it's going to seem like, I'm not going to say that you're going to know that night that Cena's a Paul Heyman guy. I think it's going to be where Paul Heyman cost him the loss by accident, and Paul Heyman's over there like, oh my God, what did I do? And then come, Raw, he spills the beans on that shit.
And you know what? I was going to ask you this too, because you think Lesnar and Heyman have kind of run their course already? Like it's time for Heyman to.
I think it's been done. It's been over, man. I mean, I just think that, all eyes are on Brock Lesnar every time he comes. We've talked about this once, quite a few times already, and I think we talked about it yesterday, is Paul Heyman's that guy, man. He can push anybody. He can make damn Zack Ryder a superstar, man.
He has that eye for talent, man. He
definitely does. And I think that Lesnar destroys that, man. He destroys the potential that Ryback or Curtis Axel had, and damn sure destroyed the whole Cesaro thing. Why? Every time he shows up, whether he's CM Punk's a Paul Heyman guy, Ryback's a Paul Heyman guy, Curtis Axel's a Paul Heyman guy, you name him, Cesaro. Every time Lesnar shows up, they don't come out with Paul Heyman, then all of a sudden they got to make it in storyline is they're no longer a Paul Heyman guy, man.
And they didn't tell you why. Just all of a sudden, they're not a Paul Heyman guy no more. It just had no reason. There's like no reason for it.
I mean, look at the potential Cesaro had before Lesnar came, and then all of a sudden he says, "Now I'm a Triple H guy," and Triple H, I mean, he's not even known to be in the Authority right now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and see the thing is that Paul Heyman's supposed to be a guy you can't trust. When Lesnar, you turn on Heyman when he turned on Lesnar the first time around, you didn't see that coming. This is right when Lesnar won his first championship, and he turned on Lesnar and joined the Big Show. So I wanted the guy Paul Heyman to be that backstabbing SOB again, like where you can't trust Heyman. You think you can trust him, but you can't trust him.
Right. So what better way is to form with Cena, man?
Like a Paul Heyman guy stable. What do you think? All the Paul Heyman guys in a stable, man.
It needs something more than just Brock Lesnar, man. All eyes don't need to be on Brock Lesnar all the time, man.
That's like you said, like you have CM Punk still champion, and like you have Brock Lesnar come back, and he's not with CM Punk, but he's with Lesnar on the same show. Remember you said
right, and then the next show, I think the next Monday Night Raw came out. You had Paul Heyman come out with CM Punk. Why? Because Lesnar wasn't there, man. I think that Lesnar destroys those other characters, man.
You think Lesnar destroys CM Punk? I mean, CM Punk was supposed to beat the streak, but then Lesnar took that from away from him.
Yeah, I definitely do. Like I said, don't think that I'm bashing Brock Lesnar because, I mean, he's one of my favorites, man.
Oh, yeah,
so
in case people
misread what I'm saying.
Oh, shit. Are you still there, man? Well, I guess we're having technical difficulty. Sorry about this, guys. I know it's very professional, I know. This is why we call it Raw&Uncut, because I'm not going to edit it. Hopefully you come back. Once again, I apologize to this, guys. I know this sucks, but I guess in the meantime, I'll talk about Brock Lesnar until he gets back in the call. I've been a Brock Lesnar fan since he pretty much debuted back in 2002 when he was on that huge rampage, destroying everybody, Hogan, everybody. Are you back, man?
Yeah, man. I don't know what the hell happened. Somebody called me.
I cut you off, man, but I kept it in. This is why it's Raw&Uncut. I just kept talking while you're in your absence, man.
There you go. Keep it rolling, baby.
Oh, this is Raw. I don't edit nothing, man. This is Raw&Uncut, man.
There you go. Keep it the way it is, brother. I want to ask everybody this question, man.
Ask
I want comments, man. Tell me. I don't give a damn who you are. John, Regina. I mean, you name them, dude. I can't think of the rest of them. That's the only
TRS guy. There you go.
Huh?
Well, the whole TRS guy, your favorite guy on the YouTube.
Yeah, name all of them, brother, because I'm going to ask them all a question.
What's that, man? What are you going to ask him, man?
If Cena wins because of Paul Heyman, would y'all be accepting him? Let's face it, dude. You just made the comment. Has the Lesnar Paul Heyman thing overstepped its boundaries? Is it old news now? We need some new. And what perfect way is for Cena to be a total dick, dude? I'm telling you, people can say what they want. Everybody's like, oh, don't hold your breath. Cena will never turn heel. Cena will never turn heel. I've said it 1,000 times, dude. Nobody's seen Hogan turn heel. It took him so many years, over 15 years, probably more than that because, probably over 20, 25 years for him to finally turn heel. And he did. Nobody would have never thought Hogan would have turned heel, dude. Are you there?
The thing about that reaction he got, and I remember people throwing trash at him in the ring. They were in deep shock, man.
That's what we need, dude. I'm telling you, Cena's the next Hogan, dude. He definitely is, and I'm telling you, I would actually like him more, man. I will take up for him because I think he's one of the most dedicated people there. Do I like him? Not really, dude. Do I respect him? Hell yeah. But I think he needs something like that. Even if it ain't, like they said, it's no longer really heel nor face anymore. This is the the reality era, but you could still make him not that wristband guy all the time.
And that might actually help his legacy too.
It definitely would, man. I'm telling you.
I would hate it, and a lot of people would hate
Would
it.
it be accepting? Would it be accepting of Regina, John, all them other ones that make these videos? Would they see that as a good thing?
I could maybe say they would hate it at first, but they were going to like it. They would have to, especially with Heyman.
Or is there that much hatred for Cena that no matter what the hell he does, even being a fucking mid-card, they would still have a problem? Is that the case, or is it just because of the same old Cena?
You know what?
Honestly,
people hate Cena, man.
Huh?
People just hate Cena, I think, no matter what.
I think it is, man. I mean, I don't want to see, where they're hinting towards where Paul Heyman was the, the doctor of thugonomics. I don't want to see that character again.
Yeah.
I want to see a asshole John Cena. I don't give a damn if he's, he's still held down by the authority. If anything, I want to see heel versus heel. I want to see Paul Heyman get a group like Cena and them, Cena and all these people that are, downgraded all the time to go against the authority. Heel versus heel. I would love to see that.
So pretty much, it's time for Heyman and Lesnar to break up, pretty much, you think?
Definitely, dude. Because, I mean, all honesty, dude, it was like the whole CM Punk thing. How long was he a champion? Do you remember?
Like 434 days or something like that? Yeah.
All right. And then when he lost that thing, or when he, Paul Heyman went separate ways with him, then everybody said it was because of Paul Heyman that he had the belt that long. And let's face it, he wasn't a Paul Heyman guy the whole entire time. So you took that legacy from him.
Yeah.
It's the same way they're going to do with Brock Lesnar, dude. Brock Lesnar needs to stand on his own. You don't have to fucking talk. Kane didn't have a person talking for him all the time to make him what he was.
Yeah.
So,
especially, well, he had Paul Bear at first, but it didn't last long. Eventually, he turned on Paul Bear.
Yeah, but I mean, you see what I'm saying there?
Yeah.
Like Kane didn't need a voice even when he didn't talk.
He didn't cut no promos, and you know what? I actually missed that. You don't have to, not everyone has to talk on the roster. I actually agree with you on that. Nowadays, everyone has to cut a promo. You don't have to do that, man. You don't have to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like Fandango. Like, he should have been a quiet character, man. Fandango. Everyone talks nowadays, man. All these characters, they always cut a promo. Don't you hate that?
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Lesnar could say a couple words, bring the pain, or something simple like that. I mean, let's face it. Chris Benoit, all he had to do was say, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. You don't have to be a man of many words for you to be that main eventer or that badass. You don't have to say that many words. Ryback, feed me more. He don't need a voice. You can just show your in-ring ability, and that's all Brock Lesnar needs, man. He don't need Paul Heyman all the time, because then that makes him a little bit, smaller. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think the best thing about the Golden Era was, you grew up in the Golden Era. They told their stories in the ring, it seems like. It wasn't
there you go. That's what we need more of. And like I said, that's why I liked TNA during, I guess, a little before the main event Mafia, man, was because it reminded me of the Golden Era. Now they're trying to go in competition, and WWE is still in TNA's ideas. TNA is still in WWE's ideas. TNA could make it, dude, if they stick to the Golden Era style. Straight up.
Tell stories in the ring, right?
I would like them that much more. Honestly, I'd probably like them more than WWE. Not saying that I'm never going to stop watching WWE, dude. I don't give a damn if it sucks ass. I sat through the PG era.
And you I mean, really like me,
I didn't like a lot of it. I'm not going to lie. I didn't like a lot of the PG era, but I still watched it. I watched it for people like fucking Edge that still made it entertaining, man. It's like he said, how many times did he say, this may be a PG show, but I'm bringing rated R, dude, and he did. He delivered it in the PG era, man.
And Randy
I think us as fans, I think we need to stop going, oh, I'm a WWE fan, or oh, I'm a TNA fan. Give both of them credit. Give both of them a chance. Watch both of them. Like what you like. There's always a character you're gonna like from each one, man. You know, TNA. TNA, you know, I was a blueprint. Matt Morgan was my favorite, dude. And they canned him. Now they got all these, I don't even know who the hell they are. E something 3 or some shit. All them people are stupid, dude.
TNA's competition, man. Well, it used to be.
It would be competition. It would be competition when they kept to that, you know, keep, you know, doing the promos in the back. There really wasn't a promo. It was just going to say, you know, as simple as, I'm going to beat your ass and that be that. I'm going to take the title from you. They didn't have to do a storyline. That's what I liked about TNA, dude. But
So
now they're starting to be more storyline, dude. I think that's what would make TNA more, people watch it more, is you got one show that's got a storyline for entertainment value, and you got one that's strictly about wrestling. That's what TNA needs to do, dude.
And unfortunately, they might not get it because they're going out of business, it seems like. So they might not get that chance to ever direct.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Lesnar, it doesn't need a bunch of promos to tell a good story in the ring. So, yeah, you know what? I've been watching a lot of Golden Era matches. That was pretty cool how they did that. You didn't have a half-an-hour promos back then, hyping up a match. They went out there, and, well, besides Roddy Piper, but still, you know.
There you go, dude. That was my point of view. Everybody jumping on bandwagon with this Attitude Era. By far, Golden Era is the best era of all time. All time, dude.
But after you had Austin and The Rock and the Attitude Era, man.
But you had to tell a story, dude. You had to tell a story. You didn't need a story for the Road Warriors to go against somebody, or Ric Flair, or Dusty Rhodes, all, you know, Coco Beware, all them some bitches. You didn't need a reason, dude. The match itself told the damn story, man.
HBK, old school HBK, or the new one, but I don't know.
There you go. You didn't need much of a story. You know, well, who else? Brutus the Barber Beefcake. You know, if you lost, your hair was getting cut. That's the story, dude. You didn't need to know why they do the things they do. I know we got off subject, but some of that needed to be discussed.
Well, yeah, I know you want to get off your chest, man. You know what? And this is how we are, people. We always, even on the phone, we always go off subject all the time, man. But you know what? In a way, it kind of is like Cena and Lesnar, because really, this is more like Golden Era type of feud. Yeah, they've cut in some promos here and there, but honestly, the match this Sunday is going to tell the story of what's going to happen.
There you go.
I mean, I really think so. This is probably going to be the best match of the year, I think.
I don't know, dude.
What do you think? You don't think so, man? Their first match was pretty good, but I don't know. This one seems like it's going to be more personal.
You know what I'm digging, dude, that a lot of people, you know, say it's their bathroom break and all that shit, is the Divas division, man.
And that's the best.
I'm liking, I mean, just like Regina said with these submissions, man. I mean, now you even got Brie doing the yes lock. Yeah. I do think they dropped the ball on it last Monday with this whole arresting Brie thing. I think that it's just like my girl even said, and she's not been watching it for long. She said, you know, they didn't have to do that. She goes, I understand why they did it, but it was so much better without doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're starting to step their game up, dude. And, you know, that's where TNA fell off, is there for a while when you had, like, ODB and all them motherfuckers, man, is they told the story in the ring, man, and they were badass. It's not just the eye candy. It's not just the escorts, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. I'm glad, like I said, in a couple videos, I believe already, that's what I'm liking about, you know, the Bella Twins, man, is, you know, they were guests. They came out with the guest host, man. I was like, God damn it, they've got to be talented, dude. Every single one of them got to be talented to make it to WWE or TNA, whichever one.
Yeah.
But a lot of them don't use the potential, man. If you ask me, since we're talking Golden Era, the closest to Golden Era right now is Dolph Ziggler, dude. You notice he may cut a promo, dude, but it's not that promo like the Cena, The Rock, Stone Cold, all them other son of a bitches. He cuts a promo, but his in-ring tells that story, dude. There's very few people like him.
CM Punk. Oh. Well, kind
yeah,
of.
but I think he was the next Stone Cold, dude, without being a story, you know, a gimmick. But I think he overdid himself with I quit, and then coming back, weeks later or a month later, or whatever it was. I think that's what destroyed sort of CM Punk's style, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And honestly, I do. I think Paul Heyman destroyed it too. You needed that pipe bomb guy. He didn't need a pipe bomb from somebody else, dude.
Like you said, they totally forgot all of the accomplishments prior to Heyman coming in. Like when once Heyman
There
came
you
in,
go. So
Heyman
once
did all the
again,
work,
Paul Heyman needs to focus on these rookies, dude, or these people that Paul Heyman, Zack Ryder, dude, Paul Heyman, Cesaro, Paul Heyman. Hell, shit, I can't even think of a couple of them, dude. I don't want to say Wyatt family because honestly, I think they need to work alone. If not, get newcomers, dude. I don't. That's why I said, you said this whole rumor about, Sting being the devil to the Wyatt family. That knocks them off, dude. They need these people coming from NXT to join them.
And then you put all the focus on Sting. Like it sounds like a good idea on paper, but
I mean, we all know this is scripted, dude. But let's face it, we know damn well Sting ain't no fucking devil, dude. And good Lord, if he's the devil, that means he's gonna have control of the mic, which he sucks ass on the mic.
Probably because he's gonna have to. Because the problem with that is it becomes all about him. Then it's no longer Bray Wyatt the leader. Sting is the leader from now on because he's the devil. He calls all the shots.
That's what I'm saying. But if you're watching this NXT, which I'm actually enjoying the NXT with their skills, dude, a lot of them that even have facial hair fit the bill of the Wyatts, dude. That's what we need. We need somebody we don't know a history of to be the devil or whatever. We don't need to know. We already know Sting. He's not that evil, dude. We need somebody that's, that we don't know about.
Kane. Not kidding.
Oh, goddamn. Dude, what the fuck are they doing with him, speaking of which, since we're Raw and Uncut, goddammit, we're going outside of everything.
We always go off topic, guys. There's one thing you're going to know about us. We always go off topic. This is the way we are, man. We can't help it.
What's your thought on this whole fucking Kane thing? Because I think it's getting fucking stupid, dude.
I think it's time for him to retire, man. I'm tired of them dropping the ball with him. 10 years ago, he was an amazing character, but he's come down pretty hard, man. Well, he got the mask, 2 months ago? He put the mask back on, and now he's just, irrelevant again.
What I'm always wondering, dude? Why the hell do you put the wig on?
I've always wondered that fake, I know he's not hair, that fake hair, it looks stupid.
Why does he always do that now, man? I don't understand. Put the mask on without the fucking hair, dude.
We know you're bald, just, leave it. There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. And
it's like Stone Cold wearing a wig, pretty much. I mean, come on.
You ever notice, dude, with Kane, that he could have so much potential, dude? Like the whole See No Evil, dude. Let's face it, that's by far probably one of the best WWE films I've seen.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Why didn't you build his character up to fit that gimmick, dude?
And if you remember around that time when that movie came out, they were still dropping the ball with him. I remember because I was in a place called Jockport, and I remember I saw that movie when it came out. I saw it in theaters, and then he was like an irrelevant mid-card feud, I think Mark Henry or something like that.
Yeah.
Why don't you have be this freaking monster when that movie came out? They have him in a freaking mid-card feud that didn't even fucking matter. That's my biggest problem with it was.
I mean, he did come out with that hook thing that he used for the movie.
Yeah, he had that gimmick for a couple of weeks.
But
he was in the main event. He should have been a main event, destroying everybody.
Definitely, he should, man. I think, honestly, what was his name in the movie, dude?
Shit, I can't remember.
Is it something Jacobs? I know his real name's Glenn Jacobs.
I want to use his real name. I haven't seen that movie since it came out.
Was it Jacob Goodnight or some crazy shit like that? Why not change your fucking name? No more fucking Kane, dude. Change your name to that shit. Create that character, because let's face it, this next one, dude, I'm excited for. The new See No Evil has, what's her name? Danielle Harris in it, which is, she's known from, a lot of horror films, like Halloween, Hatchet, and all that shit, dude. This one's going to be epic, dude. That's why you should build up that character. Don't make him the corporate Kane or the fucking big red monster. Make him himself, dude.
I don't know, man. I just don't get it. I mean, you have like this Kane character can always be a monster heel when you need to be. And like it's just like Mark Henry. These two guys, Kane and Mark Henry, have always got the shit end of the stick, man. That was my personal opinion. They've never been fully used right. Every once in a while, they might use them right. Like a couple years ago when Mark Henry was basically champion, you know, you never stick with it. You never ever stick with it long term.
Yeah, man.
Told you, man. And we
I don't know,
never really a
dude.
topic on it.
Hey, some of this need to be said. I just wish people would start commenting on this shit.
Yeah, we're raw and uncut, man. We're not gonna go like, you know, by a strict set of rules over here, bro. But are you excited for SummerSlam, man?
Yeah, but I wish they'd do more build up for the other ones, man. It just seemed
It's just Lesnar
like
and Heyman.
this last Raw, man. Honestly, I was so worried about who the hell gonna show up for Hogan's thing. Honestly, I couldn't focus in the rest of the matches, man. I don't know if they were good. If I was just like, God damn it, let me hurry up and see Hogan thing.
Speaking of Hogan, man, we think about Hogan's birthday celebration on Raw, man. You like it, man? NWO, brother.
Oh, I went ape shit for that, dude. I'm a big NWO fan.
And you've been
My
calling
problem
it.
my problem with that was Brock Lesnar interrupting, dude. You're gonna disrespect people like that, dude. I know that's supposed to add to your character, but I just think it shouldn't have been done at that time, dude.
Yeah. I don't like that. I kind of felt forced because, Cena was going to come out afterwards. And I wanted that's what I wanted to see, man.
Either that, or I wish like the old schools would have attacked Brock Lesnar, dude.
Have like an a classic NWO beatdown, man. Get that spray paint out.
That's what I'm saying. Spray the fucking NWO on his fucking back, dude. That would have been badass.
And speaking of Matt, Scott Hall looks like he's in good shape again, man. You see how he looks, man?
I'm telling you, I've been saying this, dude. I knew NWO was coming. I said that a long time ago. I just wish they would form up a new crew, dude. It doesn't have to be them. I'm saying like a person like fucking Ziggler, dude. Somebody, and we need to start taking those type of people seriously. And by strapping NWO on the chest of a person like Dolph Ziggler, man, that boosts him up more to like a main event status just by that name, dude. That's what he needs. Apparently, he can't do it alone because they want to fucking completely destroy his ass.
Yeah. And you know what? You called that for months about NWO. Like, why not use them being back in WWE to pass the torch to a new NWO, man, a new world order?
I think it's coming, dude.
You think so, man? They brought him back for a reason. There's no way that's a one-time thing. I don't buy it. They don't even waste their time bringing a one-time thing, NWO. You could pass that on to somebody else.
All right, the question is, with this Dean Seth feud, what do you see happening here, man?
This is going to continue, I think. I think we might get more of a match this time around, but it's going to end in a no contest, and it's going to carry over at least until Survivor Series.
Yeah.
There's just like so much you could do still with it, or what they could have happen is have Ambrose attack Rollins backstage, as soon as they do. They carry this feud over to Night of Champions.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know. I just feel like this feud it's not over yet. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Well, I hope not, dude. I said I said on I guess the last video, I hope it carries till WrestleMania.
But if it is over, I hope they have at least an hour, or at least close to an hour long brawl, man. An all-out brawl out there in the ring, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what I want to see. I got my Taker shirt on. 21 and 1.
Oh God.
I guess we'll stop for now, man. You know what, man? I was thinking, let's do a part 2 if we can, man.
Yeah, because we.
I wanted a SummerSlam preview of all the matches, like a SummerSlam preview.
Yeah.
What do you think, man?
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Either that, or we can do the review after it's over.
All right, we'll preview review, a preview review. And you gotta support your boy, man. Brock Lesnar. Here comes the pain, man.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I know you like Brock Lesnar, but you're different than everybody else, man. You still bash your favorites, man.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Huh?
You got any last words for the people? You got any
that's it. Follow the buzzards is all I gotta say.
I'm looking forward to this match.
Follow the buzzards.
I know we got way off topic, but this is how we are, even on the phone, I promise you guys. But honestly, I'm excited for this match. I love how unpredictable it is. I love the build-up, even though it's been all promos and talk. But that's the way the Rock and Cena should have been. So hopefully this match delivers, man. Whoever Cena Lesnar wins, hopefully it's an amazing match that we're always going to want to watch.
It'll definitely be that. I think this whole SummerSlam's got potential. Like I said, we don't need to boost it up and to just lower our expectations, man, and that's what's going to make it good.
Make sure you watch that Lesnar special on the network, man. That was really good, man.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
Later.
Later.